My name's Jim. This is my Eskimo wide one shanty. I started looking for shanties. There wasn't a whole lot of information online, so I thought I'd show you a little bit about this shanty and some of the improvements I made to it. The shanty, when you pull it out of the box, comes with the cover, the seat, a little vinyl rope in front, and the framing underneath. The shanty, when I went to look at the sports store, I really liked the fact that it increased the fishing area quite a bit by just the push of a button and putting it out. And if you look, these extensions right here allow it to go out and have a little bit wider area when you're putting it down, when you're fishing. So, the first thing I did was I did not like the vinyl rope that it came with. It was a real thin little rope. And so what I did was I put eye bolts down here with the lead I got. And it's a lot thicker rope. It's easier to pull. And you don't feel like you're losing everything when you're trying to pull it. Or the chance of breaking when you're out on the ice. Next thing I did was I added a rod holder. Otter makes a rod holder here, and I drilled a couple holes, put that in the side of it. There's a milk crate in the shanty, and I have a rod holder, and what I did was this comes with a clip. I cut the clip off, and if you look right here, there's holes. And what this, if you look down here, I put some bracing down there so you can have one for dead sticking, one for jigging, and I have a cup holder for my thermos top or my coffee cup while I'm doing it. The milk crate also doubles as a table for your fish finder. Inside, I have a Mr. Buddy heater that you can use while the shanty's out. Make sure it's cool when you put the shanty back down so you don't touch the sides of your shanty. But the way it is put on, so it doesn't jiggle, doesn't slide all over the place, and when you leave it up and the position like this, and you're going from one hole to the other, you don't have to put your shanty down. You can leave your heater on and it won't bother it. If you look, so it doesn't fall over the place, I put two braces here. These are two L brackets. What I did was I ground off the tops and sides so it actually just slides right on. And on the bottom of your little buddy heater, I took a drill bit, drilled these out. There's bottom holes underneath there. And those actually will just fit right on top. And then they will click in the spot, so when you're transporting it, throwing it in the back of the car, whatever, your little heater's not going to go anywhere, or it's not going to fall over when you're fishing. So now on the inside, one of the things that I noticed and I did not like about this is the fact that you have a nice large open area for the bottom to fish, but your top has a chance to move in while the wind's moving could potentially knock against if you have a lantern. It doesn't really do a whole lot. So what I found is if I use some PVC, this is 1/2 inch PVC with two 45-degree angles, and you put a bracket up on the top, you put a bracket down on the bottom. Those are 1/2 inch tees with their cut in half. You take the bottom section off. What that allows you to do is you just pop it in the bottom down there. Do the same thing on the other side. You pop it in. I did not glue these, so they have a chance to move whenever you want. Pop that in. And it actually gives you enough room with your skirt down on the outside that you can have a second person sitting in the corner over here like a kid fishing with you, or it doesn't touch your lantern. The sides are a lot stretched out, keeps the wind from blowing it in, and gives you, if you look, a lot more area to fish. The next thing I did was I started off with some LED lighting. I ran it all the way up on the top bar, all the way around, and put that, let me turn the light here. If you look down here, what I did was a Tupperware container, an old Tupperware container. I put Velcro stripping, and I've got carpet laying on the bottom of the shanty. Carpet lays all the way through the shanty, and by keeping this Tupperware container with the Velcro on the bottom of it, I've got a battery in here, and it sits right below me. Open that up, show you the battery. We've got two gator clamps that fit sideways on it with the toggle switch. And by putting that on there, it lights up everything quite a bit. I ran that LED stripping, the light stripping. You can get it for $10 at Amazon, eBay, and it's self-sticky. But on top of that, I did not like just that it was self-sticky. Everybody talks about just putting it on. I actually used the little strips and stripped it all the way around. And then it also is underneath as well. I ran it underneath, and when I ran it underneath, just to secure it, I actually drilled a couple little holes, and you can see right here, ran those strips and connected it to the bottom all the way through. Ran it through the back, and then it's also behind the tub, so you can see inside the tub a little bit as well, but it brightens it up. And by sitting here and using the switch, you can switch it on, switch it off, and the lights actually last quite a while. So anyway, these are some of the improvements I've made. This is an Eskimo wide one. Overall, I would say the quality of the shanty's real well. I like it. One of the things that we do have, it has the Velcro. The door is insulated up This is not the Inferno, this is the older model, but it's the same thing. The one thing that I do like on top of this is, you can move this up, and it has these clips on it. And by keeping the PVC in here, it's actually a windbreak as well. So it allows it to, the doors, when the door is shut, keeps the wind off. And there's no extra bracing, there's no extra bars, it's just these little clips right here. Real easy to do. And that's it.